go out and bid them into, you know, into this truth. So we got to go out and bid people into this truth, you know. Now we have the internet. The Lord set the internet up. Everything on earth is set up by the Lord. The Lord controls evil and good, you know. So he set the internet up so we could post this on YouTube and it could go around the whole world and the world could see it. That's that gospel being preached throughout the whole world. We don't have to travel to Africa. We don't have to travel to Israel, Russia. We put it up on the internet now, you know. That's how the Lord is doing things. All technology on the earth is given by the Lord. Everything is for the Lord's purpose. Same thing with the nuclear weapons. Why are there so many nuclear weapons on earth? Because those are for a appointed time. They're going to be used when the Lord pressed the green light on them. Keep going.
Earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yep.
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament.
Yep. So,
Firmament.
who's wise? The ones that's following the Lord. To a T, we not following doctrine. We following the truth. That's why we out here bringing out so many precepts, precept after precept after precept after precept to prove what we're saying. You know, so you can write these down. You go through the video, look them up, go read them yourself. You know, we not like your pastor. We bringing out precept upon precept. We study, show ourselves approved to break this stuff down. You know, but they gonna shine. They gonna shine. The Lord say He gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. How is that for that feminine bullshit? You know, it's gonna be it ain't gonna be that many men left because it says the man gonna die by famine and war. So the women gonna be out here. That's where you get Isaiah 4:1. 7 women should take hold of 1 man. Because the Lord gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. That the women are gonna say, look, we'll all be your wife. It tells you that in Isaiah chapter 4:1. 7 women should take hold of 1 man to take away their reproach. Say we'll buy our own food, we'll buy our own clothes. Let us just be called by thy name to take away our reproach. What's a woman reproach? Not being, it means disgrace. And what's a woman disgrace? Not being married, not having children.
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
Yep.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
Yep.
Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Yep, and that's what's going on. Stop right there. That's what's going on right now. That knowledge is being increased, but it's doing a certain time, you know. That's how we know we at the end time. What's the biggest sign that the Lord is about to return? His prophets. Before the Lord has destroyed any nation, He always sent His prophets out to prophesy. It's giving them a warning. It's just like when 2 nations go to war. Before they drop an atomic bomb or a nuke on them, you know, doing the when they dropped the atomic bomb on what's that? Yeah, on Japan, they sent down the little parachute letters. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it came down and people could pick it up, and it was warning them to leave. You know, there's always a slight warning. So it's the same thing. Before the Lord destroyed this place, He sent His prophets out. Before He destroyed Egypt, He sent Moses out. Before He destroyed all nations, He sent His prophets out to prophesy. The city of Nineveh, right? He sent Jonah out. It goes on and on, you know. Hold that right there. This is Romans chapter 5, verse 3. It says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulation. Woo! Look at the spirit right there. That's beautiful. There is no such thing as pre-tribulation rapture. It says, but but not only so, we glory in tribulation. So we gonna be in the tribulation, and we gonna glory in the tribulation, and we gonna get glory in the tribulation.
His people,
you know,
His elect gonna shine in tribulation.
Like we just read in Daniel 12, you should shine as the brightness of the firmament. I mean, Zephaniah chapter 3, the Lord should get us fame in every land. You know, Isaiah chapter 13, a man should be more precious than fine gold. You know, but it says we glory in tribulation. So how is there such thing as pre-tribulation rapture when it says we glory in tribulation? Acts 14:22, through much tribulation we must enter into the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 24, those that endure to the end shall be saved. Not those that are raptured before the end or before tribulation. Those that endure to the end shall be saved. Meaning we're going to have to go through all hell, but if we endure to the end, then we shall be saved, you know. And you got to endure to the end in this truth. You got to keep the faith to the end, you know.
And that's what's going to give us our stability in those tribulating times.
Yep.
It's the knowledge and wisdom.
Knowledge and wisdom in the Lord's name.
And it said in the scriptures,
Yahweh,
knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. You know? The Lord's true name. I think the letter J was created in what? 1400, late 1400s? So if you a man of the Lord, then you know his name not Jesus, because the letter J wasn't even created during this time. And he was a Hebrew Israelite. They put king of the Jews in 3 different languages on the cross, and one of them was Hebrew. So as you know, they knew he had a Hebrew name. His mother and his father spoke Hebrew, and they were teaching in Hebrew, and they named them in Hebrew. It's that simple, man. Much tribulation we must enter. Let me see. I got another one. This is Romans chapter 8. Let me see where it's at. Verse 35. It says, who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Right? And look, here go another cut. Should tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? So it says who should separate us from the love of Yahushua? Then it names off some things that we're going to have to go through, which are tribulation, distress, and persecution. We got to go through it. That's why he's saying, should this separate us? No. The persecution, the tribulation is not going to separate us. We got to go through it. It's clearly telling you that. Here, go Revelation 7, verse 14. Let me get Revelation 2. And I'll put these 2. Good camp.
Revelation 7, verse 14.
Yep. I'm going to cut these motherfuckers. Revelation chapter 2, man. Let's see how the Lord really is. Right?
Wait, what you gonna read in
verse 25. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works to the end, I mean, you got to go through that tribulation. But if you overcome and keep the Lord works to the end, what? To him will I give power over the nations. No, the Lord going to save all nations. No, he says, to him will I give power over the nations. Shit simple, man. Well, this truth is simple, but you know, sometimes it's lucky, you know. Spirit get on you, get the saying, you kind of, Edomites get around, you kind of going hard, you know, because you standing bold. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, you know. It says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. So wait, I got to bring that back. So the Lord's going to give certain people power over other people to rule with a rod of iron? It said that in the Bible? Your preacher and your pastor is never going to bring out Revelation chapter 2, verse 25. They're never going to teach you about Revelations 2. Verse 25, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works to the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As a vessel of powder shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. This is in red leather. It says, even as I received of my Father. So he received power from his Father. He gonna give power to the elect to break the other nations with a rod of iron. Very simple, right? Another quick research. Like to put these. This is Revelation chapter 13, man. It gotta be some cutting being done. Hold up, because I need them to feel this. I need them to hear this. Salaki, hold up. Hold up, camp. Hold up. Yasharallah, I need them to hear this. I need them to get a little bit closer. Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth in captivity should go into captivity. Who led the Native Americans, the Negroes, and the Hispanics in captivity? He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity, right? It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. The patience. We have patience that the Lord is going to come back and take them in captivity that took us in captivity. We have patience that the Lord is going to come back and kill them with the sword that killed us with the sword. It says, here's the patience and the faith of the saints. This is our faith. This is what we're praying for. This is a righteous thing. It's in the Bible. I'll read it again. Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth in captivity should go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must It didn't say he may be killed with the sword. It said he must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Easy work. Let's run it. Revelation chapter 7, verse 14, straight to the point. Get back on top.
And I said unto him,
Hold on. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what does this mean to you? Read something very quick. Tell me what this means to you. Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Meaning, pay attention, take heed, right? He that leadeth in captivity should go into captivity. What does that mean?
Leadeth into captivity.
Slavery.
Well, here's my take on slavery. Can I?
Yeah, you can, but break this down for me real quick. He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth.
You can't just read a verse. You have to read the context.
It doesn't. The whole context. What you want me to read?
Verse means something.
You want me to read all Revelation 13? It doesn't matter what the context is, and this is the context. He that have an ear, let him hear.
I don't agree with slavery, but you have to read the context of
he that
what he's
leadeth
talking
into
about.
captivity should go into captivity. He's talking about captivity. So he that leadeth captivity should go into captivity. He that I'll read the context. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So the captivity, the context is this is the patience and the faith of the saints. The Lord's saints will have patience that whoever led them in captivity should go into captivity. Whoever killed them with the sword should be killed with the sword. And they actually have faith that this is going to happen.
There is no slavery anymore. Slavery is not real.
This is Revelation chapter 13.
That's what we said in the
But
you read it.
Yeah, every person, every person
shall go into captivity.
Every person has to watch what they do.
Okay,
it doesn't matter what.
So you said there's no slavery anymore, right?
Huh?
Right. So red letter in the Bible means what? It's coming from the Lord. They call Jesus Christ, right?
It was actually coming out of
Revelations 2, verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast until I come. The faith, the truth, right? Hold your faith until I come. We just read faith of the saints, right? In Revelation 13, verse 26. He that overcometh, you overcometh to the end, till the Lord returns, right?
Yeah.
And keepeth my works. Who is the my? Who they call Jesus Christ, right? The Lord. Keeping my word.
Your acts.
So are you keeping so the question is, well, let's move past that. My works into the end. So you got to keep Jesus Christ's works into the end till he comes, right? This is his works. It says, to him will I give power over nations. What does it mean? What does it mean to give power over a nation?
Well, you can have power in heaven. So focus more on what power you're gonna have once you go to heaven.
I'm happy you said that. You know why? Because the next verse gives you more detail and more context. Let's see if you're right or if the Bible right. Verse 27. He shall rule them with a rod of iron. So we're going to rule over other nations in the kingdom in heaven with a rod of iron. So we're going to be up in the sky ruling over other nations. You know that's bullshit. We're going to be here on earth, and this is red letter.
We're talking about two separate things.
Yeah, but you're not talking about what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get you to talk about this verse. Are you talking about this verse?
Where are you guys coming from? What are you trying?
No,
what are you guys trying to get?
I'm finna read it.
What are you trying? What are you guys trying to get?
The truth. I'm finna read it right now. Just trying to get the truth. We trying to see if a man, a regular man, could walk by and hear the truth of the Bible, and will he take it for what it is, or will he make up?
I'm a Christian. I go to West.
Okay, but you're an average man.
Scripture.
Let me deal with it. You're an average man, right?
I'm an average man.
You're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
So you follow the Bible, the whole Bible, eat the whole road, right?
Not always.
So you don't follow the whole Bible. So you're really not a real Christian, because the Lord said He come in the volume of the book.
Do you follow it perfectly?
Yep, all law. We law, statutes, commandments. Fringes. Yep. We follow all the high holy days. We follow all the law, statutes, commandments. Growing out my beard, no hairline.
No murder, no stealing.
No murder, no stealing. Deal with your brother, love your brother, everything. You think we out here playing? Just lying? We don't follow law, statutes, commandments.
What's your
I'm finna tell you.
What's your before can you let me talk for a second? What's your take on dealing drugs? What's your take? Where does it say in the Bible that you're not supposed to alter people's minds?
Dealing, I don't want to go off into a rabbit hole, but dealing what drugs? just because America say something illegal don't mean the Lord says it's illegal.
Exactly.
No. But where he getting at is he trying to all he trying to do is single out. You know what I'm saying? People.
Yeah.
So he brought up the drugs.
Nobody's trying to keep people captive.
Listen.
But you gotta. There's police for a reason. You know.
There's just, did the Romans have police? Were they a wicked nation? Were they destroyed? Yes. Did the Egyptians have masters and captains? Were they a wicked nation? Were they destroyed? Yes. So that don't mean
not all police officers are
listen,
wicked.
Let's say that, you know, but the Lord told us what to be doing. They not doing what the Lord told us to do. Did the Lord say go out and police people? Go out and put people in handcuffs and take them to jail? Did the Lord say he gonna get judgment? So why are they getting judgment?
Follow the laws of your land. Have you read that?
Yeah. Do you know? Okay. Now you want to talk about context? Well, what during that time was they talking about America? Were they in America talking about follow the laws of America? The laws of the land were when they are in Israel. That's what the context of that. Follow the laws of the land, which is the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord.
You don't believe in laws here in America?
The laws here in America are wicked. Why would the Lord come back and destroy this place?
Don't be of a sober mind. So when we take somebody to jail for
let me ask you
when
this.
we take somebody to jail for selling drugs.
This is easy.
What?
This is clearly, you can answer yourself. Is the Lord coming back with wrath and destruction?
He will if you do the wrong thing.
So why is the Lord coming back period on earth with wrath and destruction?
He is, not will.
Let me do it. Is the Lord coming back period with wrath and destruction? Does the Bible say the Lord is coming back with wrath and destruction?
Today, yes.
Whenever he comes back.
Yeah,
so if this place is righteous, why do he need to come back with wrath and destruction? Because it's wicked. It's that simple.
You can't legalize gay marriage.
Break this out.
Exactly.
For one. I agree with you. No, that's right. Shalom. Now, but look. It says, he shall rule them with a rod of iron. This is red letter. It's coming directly from Jesus Christ, and it's in the Bible, Revelation. Not my words. I'm not making it up. It says, as a vessel of powder, they should be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. He received this power of his Father. He said he's going to give it to them that overcometh and keep his words to the end to do this. To do what? He that overcometh and keepeth my works to the end, to him will I give power over the nations. He shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessel of powder shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. In the kingdom of heaven will there be slavery? Taking that verse.
There would not be slavery, but there's no slavery.
Read it again.
There's no slavery.
Read it again. He that overcometh and keepeth my works to the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Meaning the Lord's going to come back and give people power over other nations. He's going to set up his kingdom. It says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Everybody's watched by police. It's not.
What does he shall rule them with a rod of iron mean?
Huh?
What does he shall rule them with a rod of iron mean? Is that slavery? Ruling somebody with a rod of iron? Think about it. Is that slavery?
From your origin.
Right.
If you think.
Your problem is you think when the Lord's come back that America's going to still be here. America's going to be destroyed when the Lord comes back. Do I got to prove it to you here? I'll prove it to you. I'm not just going to go off my words.
That's what the churches teach.
I'll prove it to you. You think that America law and everything about America's going to be destroyed. America's going to fight against the Lord. Do you know who's going to fight against the Lord when he comes back? It says the armies of the earth.
The people that follow the Antichrist. You know what the Antichrist is?
There's many Antichrists. Anything that goes against the Lord is Antichrist.
But
the Lord is Christ.
The Antichrist.
The wicked.
You know what the mark of the beast is?
Yes. Do you?
Yeah, I know.
That's a good question. No, you don't. Tell me, what is it?
It means when you accept the devil.
Nope.
He will give you the mark of the beast.
The mark of the beast is talking about an implant chip. Their whole new world order, digital everything. That's why you have Bitcoin. The whole new world order is to make everything digital.
The mark of they talk about the mark of the beast being planted on your forehead.
Yeah. Have you heard Elon Musk narrow chip?
They're not going to put a chip in your forehead.
Look up Elon Musk narrow chip.
Okay.
And tell me if it's going in your forehead or not. He's literally putting it in your forehead. You want to know what it does? It hooks you up to the internet. So anywhere you go, you have the thoughts of the internet in your mind. You could Google anything in your mind. You have a chip in your head. And matter of fact, we're going to go to that. Hold that. This is Revelation 2, verse 44. It says, in the day of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. So this is kingdom of heaven, right? You agree? In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. When the Lord sets up a kingdom, that's going to be the kingdom of heaven, right? We agree. You're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, which should never be destroyed. Of course, the kingdom of heaven is never going to be destroyed. You agree, right? You're a Christian. Okay. It says, and the kingdom should not be left to other people, meaning it's only for his people, the Israelites. Let's move past that. It says, but should break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, right? And this is good for you. You should learn this. And shall stand forever. So what does break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms mean? When he sets up his kingdom. That means that every other kingdom on earth, America, China, Russia, is going to be broken in pieces, and there's only going to be the kingdom of heaven. Now, you understand being a Christian. There's not going to be a kingdom of heaven, and then America's going to be over here doing their thing. China's going to be over here doing their thing. Russia's going to be over here doing their thing. You understand when the Lord comes back and set up a kingdom, that's going to be the only kingdom.
You know what Judgment Day is for your own personal transactions?
It's literally what you just said. It's Judgment Day. The Lord's coming to set judgment.
You know what sexual immorality is? That's a big problem.
You tell me what you think sexual immorality. Because going back to the laws is a lot different, you know.
Sexual immorality when you date multiple women at the same time, that's sexual immorality.
No, it's not. No. I'll prove it to you. Actually, Exodus, you want me to prove it to you? Now, when I prove this to you, right? Are you going to take what the word of the Bible says? Or are you going to take what you was taught?
That's Old Testament.
And believe.
It says take a wife, not take multiple wives, or have.
Verse 10. Let me break it down.
Sex
is marriage.
Yeah, I know, but you're not supposed to have sex before you're married.
Listen, sex is marriage. There's no such thing. You have sex with a woman according to the Lord's marriage. How did the Native Americans get married? Did they go get an American certificate?
The Native Americans didn't worship God.
How did they get married? Did they have wives?
They worshipped.
Can you as a man sit here in my face and tell me the Native American men didn't have wives? I know Native American men. Did they get American certificates? No, because America wasn't even formed yet. So how did they marry? Sex. When you have sex with a woman, she's supposed to be your wife. Didn't Isaac take Rebecca, if I'm getting it right, Rebecca into his mother's tent and she became his wife? Did they have a ceremony?
Is that Old Testament?
Yes, but why is the Old Testament here? We not
the New Testament washes out.
No.
You gotta read the New Testament.
And I'm finna break that down to you. Get John 5. I'm finna break that down to you, but I want to finish this. If he take him another wife, he got one wife, he took another wife, it says, her food, her remnant, and her duty of marriage should not be diminished. Another one. Deuteronomy 21, precept upon precept. And then I want to go back to the mark of the beast, because that's very interesting, you know. That's a very, very interesting topic.
And when he said something about the Old Testament.
That's the end.
And when he said something about the Old Testament.
Yeah, we're going to get to it.
I just want to say something real quick. When he said something about the Old Testament, but when the Lord, who they called Jesus Christ, was preaching the word, he was preaching the Old Testament.
Yeah,
there wasn't no such thing as the New Testament.
Yeah,
he was preaching everything
he got you on that. You cut. Because the Lord literally said, bring me the book of Isaiah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He was preaching the Old
Testament. Do I have to prove it?
What I said
you
was,
said that.
What I said was you're supposed to wash out. You can't wash out the entire Old Testament.
Oh, now you switching it up. You didn't say that.
Said.
The Lord, listen,
that's
you're a
Old
Christian
Testament.
man. I could prove it to you. Luke 4:17. The Lord said, bring me the book of Isaiah. He opened the book and he read. Meaning he was going off the Old Testament. But let me go through this because I don't want to get away. Yeah. Revelation 21, verse 15. If a man have two wives, one be loved and another hated. If a man have two wives, this is in our law. The law, statutes, commandments given to Moses, given to the Israelites. It's very simple. If a man have two wives, we can hold it there. Get John 5, verse 46. Let me stop at Matthew chapter 5, right? Real quick for the brother. So see, he's learning. And it's okay. You ain't got to be prideful. You know, you thought one thing, you learned one thing, you came to me, I'm showing you precepts, take it, and then you go teach. So when somebody comes to you saying this and that, then you could be like, nope, it says this, it says that. Yeah. But are you listening to the things that I'm reading? Am I making these things up, or are they in the Bible? I'm just reading them, right? So look, this is gonna cut everything you said, though. This is very hard on you, bro. I feel sad for you. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think that this is coming from the Lord directly, Jesus Christ. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. He had to fulfill the prophecies of him coming and everything he had come to. But he said, think not that I come to destroy the law. Even more.
You got to be careful misleading them.
Even more. Nope, because you're going to say that it means something else, but it tells you what it means. The next verse. It says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, heavens, the skies, earth, the ground, right? To heaven or earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. Not one jot, not one tittle. Even if a man has 2 wives, if he take him another wife, you can't take a wife and then the duty in the marriage and everything you was doing for your previous wife, your first wife, you start to not do that. You still have to be a husband to her and a husband to your next wife. King David had multiple wives. King Solomon had the multiple wives. Oh, but they were kings. Okay, well, Jacob had multiple wives. How do you think the 12 tribes of Israel got here? He had multiple wives. Abraham had multiple wives. Hagar, Sarah. Many men in the Bible had multiple wives. The Lord told King David personally, I gave you your master's wives. And if you had wanted more, I would have gave you more wives. The Lord said, look, man gonna lose wives, children, but in the kingdom, this is Matthew chapter 19, I should give you 100-fold. If you lose a wife on this time, I'll give you 100. I don't agree with having multiple wives. Well, you don't agree with
But it's not for him.
So guess what? No, I got him. So guess what? Guess what that make you? Make you an antichrist. Because that's Christ. Then he say, who's the word?
See you later.
Who's the word? Yeah, oh, look, on that, he got to go.
No, on that, like, I'm not an anti.
Okay, come back. Okay, I apologize. Come back and talk to me like a man. He got to run. That cut you. You are antichrist because you say you don't agree with multiple wives in the Lord. It's lawful for us to have multiple wives. So you're going to go against the Lord. Now, if he's saying personally, like, I don't want to have multiple wives personally, that's your choice. But when you say I don't agree with having multiple wives,
pretty much saying people that do is
sinning, then that makes you an antichrist. Walk off. We do this for Yasharallah, man. This that work. He cut. He tried. He got cut so many times, man. He tried so hard, and we gonna finish cutting him. You know, he had to walk off. It says, "In no wise pass from the law, to all be fulfilled." I mean, the law is still here, and it even goes into more context to prove that the law is still here. Whoever so therefore should break one of these least commandments. So if you even break these commandments, right, and should teach man so, like he is teaching you ain't got to keep the commandments, because that's what he was getting to. Yeah. It says, shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever should do and teach them, the same should be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So we got to do these commandments and keep them and teach them. Get that? John 5, I think it's verse 46. Cutting them.
For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me.
Stop right there. Where's Moses' writings found at?
First 5 books of the
which is Old Testament.
Old Testament.
So like he was saying, you got to wash out the Old Testament. Well, Moses' writings is found in the Old Testament. What did the Lord say? Read it again.
For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my word?
Woo! He said, look, if you ain't believe Moses' writings, you don't believe the Old Testament, how you gonna believe in me? Because he wrote of me. So how you gonna believe in me if you don't believe Moses? And Salaki, I was just trying to deal with it because I ain't want him to escape.
Yeah, I feel you.
See what I'm saying? If you get,
it was just certain things that he was saying. I just had to chime in.
I know that'd be the spirit, but we just gotta learn, because if you let him do that, he's gonna take you down a rabbit hole. Yeah. But I asked him eventually when he first came up here, he didn't want to deal with it because it cut him. Right. So he tried to kind of escape. That's how they is. They're kind of slippery, like snakes. He tried to escape and take you down a rabbit hole, down something else.
Of what he believed.
Yeah, you can't let him do that. You gotta stand up on it. No, what does this mean right here? And he don't want to answer it because he want to go off the false shit he believed, and that's why he is an antichrist. And matter of fact, he an antichrist because he an Edomite anyways. You see what I'm saying? But we tried to deal with him, give him to see where his spirit was at. You know? But I ain't want him to escape, so I had him. And I wanted him to stand on it, and I wanted to look in his face and see if his man. Yeah, I know it'd be the spirit. And I just wanted to see as a man if me reading these things to his face out the Bible, if he was gonna stand and say, you know what, I learned something new. You know what, let me go back and study that. I didn't know that. Or if he was gonna still scoff.
But that's a lot of
people, just to prove to the brothers that's watching how these people are. And that's why there's a judgment coming.
That's a lot of people in the world today though. They don't deal with strictly what comes out of the word. They don't deal with the scripture. They go strictly on feelings and emotions and what they believe. You know that what the elders speak about, that do as thy will be. My friend.
Yep. And I know we wanted to get to the mark, because everybody wants you to get to the mark of the beast. That's the hot subject. You know, we just finna cut him easily on the mark of the beast, but he got out of here. See, that's that rabbit hole shit. He took us other places, and I kind of had to cut him. Like, hold up, hell no, you tripping. No, what the bam, this and that. Before getting, I wanted to get to that, but I said something and he couldn't take it no more. He couldn't stand in there. It got too hot. got too hot in the kitchen. He couldn't stand in for long. He tried to stand. He got the cutting. He got the same thing, cutting everything he's saying. Boom, boom. And then it got too hot. I told him he Antichrist. He is an Antichrist. For you to say, look, I don't believe, and pretty much trying to condemn brothers that got multiple wives, when, you know, the Lord gave Moses this law, and this is the law of the Lord, really, then that mean that you going against it. You anti that. You say you ain't for it. What does that mean? I mean, you're anti it. Right. And the Lord said he is the word. Yahushua is the word. He is the light. John chapter 1. So that means what? He's an Antichrist. Romans chapter 3, cut, verse 31. Do we then make void of the law through faith? God forbid. Yeah, we established the law. What law? Goes back to the law of Moses, which is really the law of the Lord. Yeah. That simple.
Given to Moses by the Lord.
And this is Paul saying we established the law. Get that in Revelation 7, verse 14. We're gonna end off right here, back on topic. You know. Oh, great camp. You see?
And I said, oh, go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead. Great camp. Great camp.
And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are thy which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb.
Right there. Beautiful precept, breaks it down. It cuts everything. No, there's no, to wrap it all around home, to bring it all back home, there's no pre-tribulation rapture. What did it say? It says, these are them which came out of much tribulation. Exactly. Meaning, it's a prophecy that the elect is going to go through tribulation. It's just that simple. That's a cut. You know, man, I gotta say Tawada Yahweh, Tawada Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on us to do this work, to learn this, to be able to cut them, to have these precepts. You know, some of the, and the brothers get to be edified and see some of the bullshit they gonna try to come to you with. Rabbit holes, lies, switching stuff around.
Try to come with everything but what's coming out of here.
But what's coming out of here. Ain't got a precept in mind.
That's,
you know,
that's the brainwash of the world.
And he said he a Christian. Meaning follower of Christ, follower of the Lord. So he's saying he a follower of the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? With that false doctrine, you know? This is a great camp though, man. The Lord put the spirit on us, man. This was a great camp, and that's the Lord doing that work. So we're gonna end it off there and not make it too long. You know, we're gonna say salvation to the elect.
Salvation to the elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.
We're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in the street.
Shalom.